Okay, today I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts. You can't read it, but it says barbells build better people. And I firmly believe that. So I wanted to do a little thing today about muscle. Okay. Because it is so important, muscle tissue actually makes up about 40% of your overall body mass. So it is now being considered a keystone organ for health because healthy muscle is imperative to your overall body's function. And unfortunately, it is grossly underestimated as a resource because muscle burns fat, it drives your metabolism, and it protects against disease, among other things. So, if you want to change your body from the inside out, building lean muscle mass is an essential first step. Just curious and kind of interesting information. There are some nearly immediate improvements that are brought about by increasing your muscle health. Literally measurable within 2 weeks, you can improve your blood sugar regulation, better manage your hunger control, and increase mobility. And that's just within 2 weeks of attention to training and muscle development. And in the longer term, you get a stronger body and stronger bones, improved blood sugar and blood profiles, including your triglycerides. You protect your metabolism, which basically means you keep it revving. You have increased survivability against nearly every disease out there. And bonus, a better mood. Literally, all those things we have seen with long term development and maintenance of healthy muscle tissue. And now I said it was kind of considered an organ of health. It's actually more like an organ of longevity. And that means that building muscle is literally the most important safeguard to your health because it allows us to live our longest, most capable, fulfilling life. And the key is that increased and healthy lean muscle mass not only improves your body's physical structure, but it also directs how your body uses both food and energy. And so what happens is when you are training for muscle development, you increase the density of your muscle mitochondria. Those are like your little batteries, the primary energy producing little units that are within almost every cell in your body. They get better and more efficient, which is good. Healthy mitochondria is always good. You also improve your immune system function, which is kind of important, right? And that's because of these little things called peptides. They're small molecules that are comprised of amino acids that are released during muscle contraction. And these peptides send signals to the body to help fight off germs and reduce inflammation, both of which are pretty critical. So basically, in essence, building muscle creates something like body armor that protects you in all domains of health. Who you are, how you live, what you eat, how you exercise, all dramatically affect the organ system immediately and over the long term. Like I said before, it's a win-win. And frankly, who doesn't want to look good and feel good, right? We want to feel good and look amazing too. That's a big bonus. So build muscle, my friends. Build muscle instead of taking those Orange Theory classes or going for a run. Build muscle. The muscle you develop will not only serve you much better and for much longer, but they are going to help for a much longer period of time, more so than now that extra cardio on your elliptical, I promise. And while we're talking about muscle, this I see every time, please remember that you need to build all your muscles, not just the ones we see in the mirror. Those are called mirror muscles for that very reason. I want you to be sure to focus on the whole body, top to bottom, right to left, front and back. And for all of you ladies out there, please don't neglect your backside. Your glutes are the biggest muscle group on your body and unfortunately the most neglected. Did you know that your glute muscles, it's a group of muscles that actually occupies almost 20% of your overall muscle mass on your body? That's especially significant given what I just mentioned about your muscle size and health being this prime contributor to your overall health and function and longevity. The constant pressure of and disuse that we get in our lives right now from sitting for long periods of time leads to these weaker glutes. And your glutes play a really important job or role in keeping your entire pelvis stable. Having weak glutes frequently leads to low back pain. And in fact, those weaker, underdeveloped glutes have also been associated not only with that lower back pain, but difficulty in day to day tasks. Getting up and sitting down, right, from that seated position, or climbing stairs. ACL tears or sprains significantly attributed to weak glutes, as is chronic ankle instability. Like, you don't think of that, right? You don't think if you have weak glutes that maybe your ankles are weak too, but they are. Because you know what? It's all connected. And those big muscle groups, that big muscle group is pretty important. And so the weaker it is, the weaker your entire system is. And let's face it, you are not going to look amazing in that little black dress if your butt looks like a flat pancake. Sorry. Now, building a good butt does take time and requires some challenge, but it's important that we do it. And it's kind of a nice, attractive muscle once it gets the attention that it deserves too, right? So now, because glutes are a larger muscle group, they do need a little more work and more time in training. Bigger muscle groups in general need more attention. So that includes the glutes, it's also the back, it's the legs. They need more volume and more attention, a little bit more training, a little bit more challenge because they can handle it. They're big muscles. The smaller muscle groups also need attention. Remember, we're not ignoring anything here. That means the chest, the shoulders, the arms, the calves. But because they're smaller, they don't need the same kind of volume as the larger muscle groups. So I used to joke that one of the most important parts of my job as a trainer and coach was to build a better world one butt at a time, because it is that important and unfortunately also that neglected. So since we very rarely get a very good view of our own backsides, I want you to grab your husband or set your phone with a selfie timer and take a good picture of your butt. What do you see? Is it rounded, lifted, and tight? Or is it flat and wide and saggy? Chances are there may not be nothing much back there. And it's probably most likely wide and flat and maybe even lumpy. So, you know what? There's a little work to do. Please, for the love of God, get thee to the gym and build some muscle. No, it is not too late. No, you are not too old. And no, it is not vain. Healthy, strong, lean muscle mass is critical to your health, and it looks better in that swimsuit come summertime. And you know what? If you don't know where to start or what to do, message me, because you may be a perfect fit for my Be Fit for Life training programming, where I literally will take the guesswork out of your workouts and teach you how to maximize your exercise efforts and build that beautiful and healthy body for the long term. I secretly call this my WAWA group, Women Against Wide Asses. Are you ready to join in this fight against flab for yourself? Send me a note or comment below, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.